Welcome back everyone to Pineleaf Plays Minecraft Skirmish. And today we are at the little cattle area I developed. I have a nice path. Well, I'm not too sure nice. It's a dirt path, or coarse dirt path technically, since it's the type of dirt that does not grow grass on it, so it'll be a permanent one. I have quite a number of cattle here now, so that's good. I am going to need a little bit of... I am going to need... Wait. No seeds. Oh well. I probably shouldn't be doing that with... Alright, see if I get some seeds and replant some. Yeah, that's going to be a lot of good. Alright. Let me get some grain up. So I also have a little bit of grain here. Since it's not the main purpose of it, but every once in a while I may need a little bit of grain to give to the cattle. And I decided to do my pen this way because I was getting tired of those single with the way the gates are. I had a lot of frustration working with gates. Alright, there we go, and that gives me a nice... What was that? Not sure. Mushrooms? I'm not sure what the thing about mushrooms is with cattle. That sounds like a rather unusual thing to be taking off. But anyway, I'm starting to breed them around here. So that's what's... Oh! I missed one. Well then, let's try this. Alright, good. That should give me plenty for a while. And before long, I'll have a nice herd that I could start using as a source of leather. I've already harvested a little bit of leather. Basically, if a cow was a bit reluctant in getting into the pen, they became an example. Also a few pigs around, I've noticed. But I haven't had much yet what to do with pigs, so I'm not worrying about them for the moment. But now I'm heading back over to the house to show you what I've done there, since I obviously have finished my path here. It's a very narrow path, but I decided if it's one, to save on coarse dirt, and the other reason it's narrow is that it's not all that unusual for a dirt path to be narrow. So I thought it also fit in thematically. Alright, and now here is the house. You see it's pretty much... Well, it's not complete. The interior still has a long way to go. I also put one of those walls on my sheep pen, and for the same reason is that I had frustration working with gates. So I decided, let's see how that works out. And here we are. Here is the house. 2 levels on that end, 1 level on that end. Maybe I can get a few more rose bushes up to help to liven it up. And still need a little bit of work on the back side, I think, in order for that to look better. So maybe a little bit of work in progress, but so far it's working out pretty well. As for whether or not I'm able to grow grain in here, I think this answers the question quite spectacularly. Because I have quite a harvest here. So this means then that the greenhouse idea does work. Gets enough from the sun through the glass. That's nice to know. Alright. Good. Oh. Missed one. Perfect. So now I have plenty of grain. Perhaps I should have done that before going to the cattle. Alright, in here, I put a workbench in here, and I've got 8 double chests. And I've labeled them. I decided to put one sign in the middle that goes for all 4 of them. So putting wood in here, which means I need to go and collect quite a bit more of it since this chest is pretty low at the moment. Here is wool. I figure if I've got a sheep farm here, I am going to need to collect as much wool as I can get. I'm going to be collecting a great deal of wool, so I gave it its own area. Other animal products in here. Here's some leather I managed to collect earlier. And I was going into a cave trying to mine earlier and run into a huge slime and got 18 slime balls off of that in the end. And here are other... Well, I haven't gotten this one organized yet, since obviously this is not exactly what it's advertised to be. So let me... Okay, well that's where my sword went. Alright. And... Alright, so we'll get this all in here. Now, even though I am getting the mushrooms, apparently they must be coming from the cattle, I am going to count that as vegetable. And then on this side, well, stone will go in here. So cobblestone and the like. So here are crafted goods such as glass. So I guess I could put that into there. The ladder. Actually, I'll be needing the ladder later when I start making a basement, because I am going to be eventually making a basement. And put the door there. And I guess the paper can go there. Here we can have our various minerals that we have found along our way. And finally, we have this for metals. And we'll see how that works out. Now, I've decided that this room is going to be my redstone room. I was planning it way where the greenhouse room, but now I decided I'll do this since the best place to craft is where all the storage is at. So why need a separate room for crafting? I still haven't done anything with my furnace rooms. That'll have to eventually be done. I'll need to soon start working with getting the enchantment room done, but that's not done yet. And here's my balcony. This took quite a bit of time to get it right, but I think I have exactly what I wanted. I decided I wanted a door for it, which is why I went through the glass this way and then putting a door there, and I think that works pretty well. And I like the way it is, and it has a nice view of the sunset, which is perfect, I think, for a bedroom. Now here is a walk-on roof, and I could get a nice view of quite a few things. There is the tower right down there, and my sheep area, and down there is where the walls to Thangûlhad will be, because that I should be starting soon. And that's, of course, the chimney from the forge and kitchen. And that's what I have got. Now this area, I might put some extra storage here if I have any overflow, because I thought this would be a nice overflow storage area, since otherwise it won't go into much use. I did put in a couple of windows and the like. Maybe a torch there would be nice. I will probably need some other form of lighting, but that will probably be a little bit of time before I can arrange to have that. So that is where we stand. So let us go and get a little sleep as soon as that sun gets down. As soon as the sun goes down. Alright, good. And we're up and we're back off. Our next item that we need to do is to get quite a bit of stone. Now I do have a bit of stone saved up over at the tower. Ooh. Actually I really should. I think these flowers may be nice. I need something to give a little life to my house. My house is a bit empty inside right now, so I am going to have to do some interior decorating, but it's not a priority at the moment. But it won't be completely finished until that is done. Now, where did I want to go? Oh yes, that's going to the quarry. And I'll be heading over to the quarry between episodes because I am most definitely going to be needing a lot more stone than I have at the moment. But right now, I think it is time that we start on these walls. Now actually, it's been so many episodes since I decided to do this, I'm trying to remember, okay, now what did I want to do? Now my current plan is to go 4 high with stone, and then after going 4 high with stone, then I will have a topper probably with some other material. Perhaps cobblestone still on the outside, but on the inside something polished, maybe polished diorite or something like that. And perhaps some cobblestone planks though, in order to handle the ballistine. Now, here though, we will have to worry about the fact that we will have a bridge going across. Anyway, that's the... Alright. Now, in case you wonder why the map looks a little emptier than it used to be, and that's because a couple of days ago I went into a mine and, well, let's say sometimes when you go into a mine things go very well, and sometimes when you go in the mine you get killed by lots of monsters and have no way of retrieving your stuff. But all I think is reasonably well. Actually, let me go and get my stone now. Which is why, before doing something crazy like that, you really should clear out your inventory of anything that's unnecessary. Fortunately, there wasn't anything in there that was so important that it would have been that would have devastated the game or anything like that. Alright. So I think that's enough of that. Few poppies. I have that around for decoration, but the main thing I want to do is to start Thangûlhad. It is high time. This is the very first build just about that we did was to lay this foundation, and we have gotten distracted by building the tower and by building other items all over the place, and of course building the house, which I guess is there because I can't see it because it's a bit high up. So let us start building. Now, I want this to be hollow inside, simply because I'm going to need so much stone for this. I said 4 high, which means that I am going to... That's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think I have to... I don't want the steps to come out. Steps. Now, where did I put my steps? I put them in here. I probably left them at the house. Well, I'll pick that up between episodes also. I'll just have to make sure that I leave myself a little space to know that I will be putting steps here, steps here, steps here, but see, that'll be there. That'll be there. Good. So that's only how far I have to go for the steps wise. Alright, good. Now the biggest question I've got to wonder is, of course, monster control. Because if I make this hollow, monsters will inevitably spawn on top of my area. Now let's see, this is... That's going to be a platform here, but the actual steps are going to be this way because that's the way they work in these skirmishes. So that's 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think it's going to work that way. And this will just be... I'm going to do it 3 high for now. 3 high, and there we go. And then see how well this wall works. I don't know how well it works in the scale I'm doing. That's always going to be the tricky bit. Right, and up, 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 up. So one thing I could do to make sure I don't get any monsters in here is probably use a few torches. Right there, and right there. 1, 2, 3. Well, I'll probably need a third. I'm not exactly too sure what the size is that dictates when you have enough, what's close enough. All I have to do is let it get a little darker and then see for myself. I'm not sure what this block is for. There's probably some marker that's going to become rather irrelevant once I get everything covered up. And there. Alright. Okay, so this is... Well, it's not a... This is sort of an informal stair, so I could do some stuff inside, even though it's not a real stairway. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that these were my distance markers. Alright, so... Okay, good. But I am going to need some torches. Yes, that was the last of mine. Let's see. What's in here? Oh, my wood is at the other house. I've been using up wood like crazy recently, and now I think it's time for me to... Oh, actually, I do have some planks. Do I have any... And I have some charcoal. Oh, I've got sticks galore! Dough! Alright. That's... we can make... Alright, there we go. We have torches. We've got that. And it's starting to get late here. And oops. Alright, up here. Oh yeah, it's getting quite late. So therefore it is time for me to alright, this should alright, that should keep the monsters at bay. Alright. Good. But speaking of monsters, it's time for me to close. Well, that's it for today's episode. So tune in next time where I will hope to have a bit more Thangûlhad done and show you my results in the next episode of Pineleaf Plays Minecraft